Breaking Bad Season 1, Episode number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to next week's episode of Breaking Bad, and by God Almighty, as always, as every single week, as every single episode, am I excited for it, man. Last week's episode continuing to develop the story and introduce more characters. We got introduced to Jesse's family. Didn't expect his family to be like that. We got introduced to his mom, his dad, and Jake. Kind of curious as to what role they'll play in the show, if they're going to play a bigger role or not, you know, with Jesse possibly getting, you know, away from using Crystal and whatnot. I would love to see an arc like that, and I hope that's kind of the arc he takes, you know. Like I said last video, I do want to see him and Walt, you know, get back into business a little bit, which I do think that will eventually come, obviously, with the show, you know, Breaking Bad, the way they've set it up and everything. But it's going to be a while for that, I feel like. You know, we're kind of developing other things, setting up more stuff, developing more into Walter's kind of, you know, his lung cancer and how it's affecting him, his family and everything like that. Last episode, the way we ended it, Ken did not win. Ken lost his car. We see Walter is past the point of caring, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of here for it. So I'm excited to check this week's episode out, guys. I'm gonna stop wasting time. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below if you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop into this episode.
Well, and it doesn't really say it here, but I have a solid background in sales. I'm pretty much a self-starter, so.
Interesting. I mean, he's not wrong about that, but it's just not the kind of sales they're probably looking for.
You can't just stand there. You have to spin the arrow. There's all these moves you have to learn, like the helicopter. Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
See? Yeah? That one's a bitch.
Bro, I'm overheating just looking at him in that.
You think you could maybe hook me up with some crystal?
Nah, man, I've been out of the business for a while. Actually, now, thinking about retiring.
What? No!
Yeah.
That stuff you made is unbelievable.
It was pretty awesome.
Is he talking about the chili powder stuff or Walter's stuff? I'm assuming Walter's stuff, right?
I can hook you up with some pseudo. Major pseudo. I got channels, bro. We could partner up. Huh?
Oh God, dude.
No pressure, no pressure. Just think about it, all right?
I don't think Jesse's gonna want to cook with him, and if he does, it's not gonna be the same as cooking with Walt. It's not gonna come out nearly as fucking clean as that, bro. What did they say the other episode? Shit was like 98% pure or something. Meanwhile, Jesse over here mixing in chili powder and shit.
Save some money.
Motherfucker had one too many bad trips. Did you go back to talk to him about the pseudo? See where he can get it from? Maybe I don't know if Jesse would actually partner up with him, but maybe at least use him as a connection for, you know, the pseudo and stuff. And then go back to Walt. Y'all fuck with Kit Kats or nah? Kit Kat's gotta be a top 3 chocolate bar.
Come on. Sir, I'll take that for you.
Oh God. I wonder what his gift is in comparison to everybody else. All these people look preppy as hell. I bet you they got nice ass gifts and maybe he got something small. Hey, it's not about the price. It's the thought that counts. I'd rather have a really meaningful gift than a really expensive one.
Gretchen, look who's here.
Gretchen? They made a face when they said Gretchen.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Is that the girl from the flashback? That kind of looks like her, no? I don't know. Maybe I'm not remembering her face right. It kind of looks like her.
Securing that patent was just amazing. I mean, the work that your company is doing. Congratulations to both of you.
Hard work and a lot of luck. A lot of luck.
Well, no.
Seems like there's a lot of awkward tension between all of them. Maybe she is the girl from the flashback. Man, his lung cancer seems to be progressing fast. I mean, I don't know how much time we have between each episode. I'm assuming it's like same week or like next day or next week type shit. Like, I don't think we're skipping big time, but still.
I remember this one time we were stuck on this protein problem for weeks.
You just breezed right in, and you had one word for us.
Synchrotrons. With synchrotrons, yeah. They generate purer and more complete patterns than X-ray beams. Data collection takes a fraction of the time.
This is the white in gray matter. You tell them, Walt.
In gray matter? The guy's company?
Elliot and I were in grad school. We came up with a name. Schwartz, black, Walter, white. So together they became Gray Matter Technologies.
Thank you, Duh.
So you run the company with Elliot?
Oh, no, that's Gretchen and Elliot.
Yeah. I gravitated toward education.
So did he get screwed over in this or something? That's what it seems like, no? Did his friends screw him over and kind of take the company from him, or take the whatever the patent for it was and stuff, and ran off with it with Gretchen? Maybe that's why there's awkward tension.
Yum good ramen.
You say ramen? Dude, I feel so awkward.
Walt and I lived on for 10 months straight while we were working on our thesis.
So it is one of those thoughtful gifts.
I love it. Thank you, Walt.
Well, for the man who has everything.
That seemed pretty sincere, though. I wonder if he has regrets of what happened, dude. I want to find out what happened between them. They had to have some type of falling out.
All you had to do was mention the Bunsen burner, and he was off on a rant. Oh, he didn't invent it. Remember the waving?
Yeah.
He just improved it, you know. It was easy to kill 15 minutes.
Do you have a teacher back in the day you knew how to do that with? Whenever you wanted to kill time in class, you just get them going on some stupid topic?
We could really benefit from a new set of eyes. You know what it's like when you've been trying to crack some problem for months on end, you get tunnel vision. One guy thinking outside of the box. You may be exactly what we need.
Just like his friend was saying before when he came in and changed one thing.
No, yeah, but it's complicated.
We can help you. We have excellent health insurance.
Did Skylar tell him? That's why he's offering him the job. Skylar told him, and this is more of a pity thing. He's going to see it as that. Damn. That's what she was talking to him about earlier. That's why she looked sad when she was talking to him earlier. I mean, he doesn't want people to know. He didn't even want to tell the family.
I don't like the way you talk about my private affairs. Oh. To people who are not even in our lives anymore.
What exactly did he say to you?
He offered me a job.
What?
Yes. Kind of like some fig leaf, you know?
Walt's got a lot of pride, man. Just like last episode, he said he didn't want to borrow money from Hank.
And then when I turned that down, he flat out offered to pay for my treatment. Which is exactly what you expected him to do, didn't you?
Okay, what did you say?
He said no, probably.
Walt?
Shit.
What do you think I said?
He's got too much pride, man. I mean, like, this is life and death type stuff. I get it, but, like, at a certain point, you got to set your pride aside. Even if you pay him back, or even if you just take the job and get the health insurance so it does pay for that. You know what I mean? But he's also involved in his crystal selling stuff now. He's killed 2 people. So, I mean, maybe if this was, like, a couple weeks prior to all that happening, his answer would have been different. But I think at the end of the day, he's got a little too much pride to take help. And I feel like he's at the point in his life where he's got to set his pride aside. Dude, this show conveys awkwardness so fucking well.
Big ass beaker, huh?
Hey, wait, no, that's a boiling flask. This is a beaker. Here's a Griffin beaker. Here's a volumetric beaker.
Let me find out. He is picking stuff up from Walt. He is learning, man.
Really know your shit.
It's just basic chemistry, yo.
Dude, I like the Jesse's character arcs that it looks like he's on is my favorite in the show right now, I think.
Okay, we're in business. Right on, Badger.
I don't think this is gonna come out as good as Walter's shit, huh? I'm surprised we're cooking so soon. I mean, it ain't Walter cooking, but still.
I thought that space and time went back and forth and
It's funny, like the roles are reversed now. When Walter and him were first cooking, it's like Jesse was this guy and Walter was the serious one. And now it's like Jesse's the serious one and his friend is Jesse. So he's seeing it from Walter's position now. This fucking guy, Badger, man. Jesse's taking this shit so seriously now. I think it's because he saw what can be produced, you know? Like, he was so used to all that amateur shit before that it was just all he knew. But now that he knows pure, real, crazy, next level shit, that's what he's aiming for.
We forgot our IDs and we were wondering if you could do us a favor and buy us a 6-pack.
You know, what you're asking is illegal.
Dude kind of looks like Chris Evans a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, shit. And of course, his friends ran.
Consider this your first and last warning.
Yes, sir.
You're lucky you got a good dad here.
Hank! That ain't his dad, but Hank came through. Hank will be cool about it, I'm sure.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
What? You never tried to buy beer when you were my age?
I'll talk about you calling me and not your father.
Oh, he called him. First the alcohol, first the weed, now the alcohol.
I wasn't talking about Walter Jr. I was talking about Walt. He admitted it. He said he liked it.
Of course he liked it. They're probably like, Walt? Weed? Really?
What we really need to do is sit him down, all of us, and get everything out on the table. Talk it all through.
You mean an intervention?
No. Just a
Essentially.
family meeting.
No, it's an intervention. And like, it's not just the money thing. Like, people, you gotta understand it from Walt's point of view. The chemo might not even work and it's gonna destroy him. You know what I mean? It's not as simple as paying it.
It's not right.
Is he not happy with it?
What do you mean it's not right?
It's cloudy. It's not supposed to be cloudy. Okay, that last time
It's not
it was
as clear.
glass.
Not good enough to Jesse anymore. Is he gonna dump it?
Ah! Are you out of your mind? I totally would have smoked that.
Look, it's not for you. It's for our customers. They're gonna demand a certain standard.
Jesse's taking this shit serious now. Jesse has changed, man. I mean, obviously still cooking and selling is bad, but man is taking pride in his work now. No more chili powder. Not only that, but it looks like he's gonna give up smoking it. Said it's not for them, it's for their customers. Oh shit, we're having an intervention right now. The way Hank turned around, he said. I don't know why Hank's so fucking funny when he's not even trying to be funny, bro. Bro, why do I find that so funny? Honestly, cheddar cheese, best cheese out there. I don't eat no other cheese. Like, I eat American cheese on my sandwiches and shit. Cheddar cheese is the only cheese I will eat plain. Fire. If you disagree, you disagree.
We can do better.
Don't you fucking think about it.
Hey.
Shit.
3 entire pounds of pseudo wasted. Do you know how long I had to spin that stupid sign? Get off me, psycho! Helicopter, bitch!
This motherfucker broke out his damn sign spinning moves on Jesse. Holy shit. Yo, be careful not to break the glass. Oh god, what was that? Was that the red phosphorus?
Asshole.
Damn. Man just tossed him the fuck out. Oh shit, I forgot about the crossbow. What the fuck? Yo, you know this motherfucker will do it too. Badger seemed like one crazy son of a bitch. Motherfucker left him. Bro, every time Jesse cooks or gets involved with it, he makes an enemy. Emilio, Badger, Crazy 8. Like, every time, it never fails.
This decision you've made is not only not in your best interest, it's not in the best interest of our entire family. You need this treatment, and nothing can stop you from getting it, except you.
Again, it's not just about money. It's also about what it's gonna do to him, and the fact that it might not even work after all the damage it's going to cause to his body.
Let's face it, you know, you were dealt a shit hand. But sometimes your luck can change. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I started with a shit hand and I ended up with a full
Using
house.
a poker analogy.
Right? I mean, the key is you got to hang in there, man. You got to keep placing your bets. Boom.
Things can get better. You can't win the game if you don't play. I get what he's saying.
I'm pissed off.
Tell him.
I'm pissed off. Cause you're being. You're a pussy. You're like ready to give up. This here, all the stuff I've been through, and you're scared of a little chemotherapy?
Damn, the tear, man. The acting is so good in this show. Chemotherapy, like he's saying a little chemotherapy, bro. Chemotherapy is not no joke.
I think you should do whatever you want to do.
What? You told us to be honest about our feelings. Walt's the one with cancer. It's his decision. It's not up to any of us.
Exactly. See, now that it's not pushing her agenda, she wants to shut her up.
I x-ray people in treatment every day. I see them every day. And you know what? Some of them are absolutely miserable.
Marie.
I'm sorry, but it's true.
And some of them don't want to spend their last weeks or months being picked at by doctors. But they got talked into it by their families.
Hey, can I get the pillow back? Because I agree with Marie on this one.
Thank you. Hank.
Hank. He could do the chemo and he could still die. That's the thing, man.
I feel like I never actually make any of my own choices. I mean, my entire life. It just seems I never, had a real say about any of it. All I have left is how I choose to approach this.
You're not the only one it affects.
What about your son?
So fucked up that she's trying to guilt trip him into it.
I want to live in my own house. I want to sleep in my own bed. I don't want to choke down 30 or 40 pills every single day and lose my hair and lie around too tired to get up. And so nauseated that I can't even move my head.
Dude, I 100% understand where he's coming from, man. When my mom went through chemo, like, I'm blessed for the extra time we got with her, the extra two years or so. But everything they fucking describe in this show about what chemo does to you, she fucking went through. And it was fucking tough to watch. And even hearing this playback, bro, it's tough to hear. It sends fucking chills down my body. It makes me fucking choke up. And it is sad. Cancer is one of the worst things in the world. And you should never, ever try to guilt trip somebody into doing chemo if a family member's going through it, because for the reasons he said, man, you guys ain't the one going through it. You guys ain't the ones it's going to affect. And the worst part is it's not like, oh, you can go through chemo and it's 100% going to work. It's just going to be a tough fight. You can go through chemo. And a lot of the times it does not work. It might add a couple years, couple months. But as he said, at what cost?
I'll do the treatment.
Got guilt tripped into it, man.
Elliot told me he'd offered to pay for the treatment. You have to accept. That money, as far as we're both concerned, that belongs to you. Even the name of our company, it's half yours. Is this about you and me?
It was the girl from the flashback. So Elliot took his girl too.
Yeah!
Want to cook?
Damn, that's how he in the episode. Wanna cook? Hey, he came around. Jesse came around. I think this time it'll go a lot smoother because they're both on the same page now, so to speak. Season 1, Episode 5 of Breaking Bad is in the books. Ladies and gentlemen, the first time Jesse, you know, he was still coming out of his own business, you know, using chili powder and all that shit, getting caught, using and stuff, and Walter was coming from teaching. Now they're both kind of meeting in the middle, I feel like. Jesse wants to cook with him, he wants to cook with Jesse. It's going to be a mutual thing. I feel like it's going to go a lot better this time. Now, the only thing is, can we find some clients that won't try to kill us? You know what I mean? I know Crazy 8 was like the distributor, so to speak. So they might have to find a new distributor, or they might just straight up find clients. I know Jesse has a few people asking for it already. But man, what a fucking episode. Introduced to a lot more characters. Gretchen, I am like 1000% sure that is the girl from the flashback last episode. So I guess her and Walt had a thing. It seems like Elliot, you know, maybe when the falling out happened between him and Elliot, Gretchen stayed with him and ended up with him. Or maybe she was the cause of the falling out because she ended up with Elliot over Walter when Walter was with her or something. Maybe we'll get more details as the story goes on, but it definitely seems like some, you know, snake shit happened between Walt and Elliot, man. However, it does seem like there's no hard feelings, so maybe Walt just chose to leave? I don't know, man. It definitely seems like there's some weird stuff there. You could sense the awkward tension when they first got to the party between her and Skylar. You could sense the awkwardness between him and Elliot. And you could sense that Elliot was kind of more like missing him. So normally when when the person misses somebody, they're normally the one who did something wrong, I guess, or caused the falling out. Like normally if you miss a friend that you're not friends with anymore for whatever reason, normally, I guess not all the time, but I guess in this situation specifically, it definitely seems like he was the one who was the cause of the falling out. But regardless, Walt is starting chemo. Now, I get where Skylar's coming from. If chemo was like 100% thing, it's like you go through this, it's gonna be fucking hell, but it will cure you of cancer. I get that, but statistically, bro, most people that do chemo, it doesn't end up curing cancer, you know what I mean? And then the quality of life goes down, the pain they go through, the suffering, not being able to get up out of bed toward the end, you know what I mean? Losing your hair, feeling nauseous, being in pain, constantly going to appointments, going for your blood draws, going for the chemo, going for the scans, going for this, going for that, not being able to go here, not being able to do that. If you've lived with somebody that's gone through it, you know how like hearing the side effects of chemo is one thing, but seeing someone go through it is another, man. And I'll tell you, bro, when my mom went through that shit, again, I'm grateful she fought. I'm grateful, you know, we got the extra time with her and stuff, but it was fucking hard, man. It was hard as hell. And there was the side effects, bro, they hit heavy and they hit hard, man. And like I said, most of the time it does not cure the cancer, you know. It might extend your life a little bit, but again, the trade-off is your quality of life goes down too, you know. So I get where Walter's coming from. Personally, in my opinion, I don't feel like you should ever try and guilt somebody into doing chemo. Like, it should be 100% their choice, and you should just be there to support whatever choice they choose to make. If they choose not to do the chemo, you should be there to spend time with them any chance you get, man. You know what I mean? If they're there to do chemo, you should be there to take care of them, spend time with them and everything, any chance you get, man. You know, it should be their choice, and they should be doing the choice for themselves, and you should be there to support that choice. I feel like what Skylar did was selfish, and I feel like it was pretty fucked up, man. Honestly, from my point of view, I get where she's coming from. You got a kid on the way, you already got a son, but I don't feel like you should ever guilt trip somebody into something like that, man, personally. Hank, this fucking episode, dude, I don't know why. I know it can't just be me, bro. Any little thing this motherfucker be doing seems so funny to me, because it's just like during awkward times, he doesn't give a fuck. Like when he was going to grab the cheese and eat it when everybody was just awkward when Walt walked in and stuff. The analogy he was making with the poker and, you know, going up to bat when all the bases are loaded and stuff. Like, I understand the things he does and what he says, but it's just so funny to me, man. Like, I really enjoy Hank's character. I like him a lot, man. Jesse, Walt, Hank, top 3 characters in the show. I mean, there ain't a ton of main characters necessarily, not like Game of Thrones to choose from. But man, Jesse's character arc, I love the direction it's going. Like I talked about at the end of this episode, it definitely seems like him and Walter are going to be on the same kind of wavelength now, maybe. So they'll be able to work together better. And hopefully he'll be able to make the money he needs, because 90K is a lot of money. But Jesse did say from that first batch they made, they should have been able to sell it for 40K. So if they just make a couple of batches and they have a good clientele base and they aren't getting caught, he should be able to make that money quick. But I'm assuming at some point, eventually Skylar is going to be questioning where all this fucking money's coming from. Regardless, I'm loving the show so far, guys. I'm excited to continue it. I'm excited to see all the character arcs continue to develop. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like if you guys are new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button for reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, everybody? I hope you guys all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below. What is a movie or TV series that you guys would like to see me react to next? Want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Silas Kane, and the homie Alexander Collins. I appreciate your guys' insane support, man. If you guys want to join the Patreon family, link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.